Break the board sports. Good morning. It's your boy RJ Cash. Pucks and profits. Click that like, hit subscribe. Monday was not a pucks and profits. Really struggled yesterday, guys. Apologies on that. 0-4 night. But back in the saddle again. That's part of handicapping. Gonna have good days, gonna have bad days. Got to look at the body of work through the course of the year. Can't win every day. But let's hop back on, find some winners. Not gonna be shy here. I'm ready to fire. San Jose Sharks at the Tampa Bay Lightning. Right now, Lightning are a $3 favorite, plus 240 on the Sharks, 6.5 is the total. 53% ticket count, 68% of the handle going over, 47% ticket count, 32% of the handle to the under. Now, as far as the side goes, 86% of bets, 74% of the handle going to the Tampa Bay Lightning, laying $3. 14% ticket count, 26% of the handle going to the San Jose Sharks in this one. Now, Sharks 8-3 their last 11, playing better hockey, but Tampa Bay has not been friendly to them. The Lightning have beaten up the Sharks 10 of the last 12. Sharks are 5-1 on the road their last 6, but Tampa Bay's just been electric, guys. 12-1 over their last 13, 4-1 over their last 5. I can't lay $3. Just taking a pass here. Minnesota Wild, the thorn in my side. I bet on them. They lose. I bet against them. They beat me. Just I have not been on the right side of the Minnesota Wild all year. Montreal Canadiens laying $1.40 plus 120 on the comeback for the Wild. 6.5 our total. Ticket count 50-50 as far as the total is concerned, but not the money. 85% of money is on the over, 15% of the money on the under. As far as the side, the money and ticket count about 50-50. The only difference is ticket count 54% Canadiens, 46% Wild, but the money evens out there. Now, Minnesota, 9 straight wins against the Canadiens, and they are 8-1 on the road at Montreal. Montreal, though, 5-1, its last 6 at home. The over is cashed for the last 6 for the Canadiens. It's cashed in 5 straight for the Minnesota Wild. Montreal comes into this 27-15-7, Wild 28-13-9. Wild have been really good on the road, 15-7-3. Again, they've won 9 straight. They have yet to play this year. Minnesota coming off back-to-back wins on the road at Buffalo, at Toronto. The Minnesota Wild, or the Montreal Canadiens, coming off of a 3-game road trip where they dropped the first 2 but won the last one 6-5 in overtime against Ottawa. Listen, the way Minnesota has dominated the Canadiens, in the way Minnesota's been a thorn in my side, just to stay away from me in this one. But again, hope I gave you something to help you in your handicap. Ottawa Senators laying $1.15 on the road at the Columbus Blue Jackets, minus 105 on our comeback here. 6.5 the total. 66% ticket count, 95% of the handle going over. 34% ticket count, 5% of the handle to the under. Now, ticket count on the sides, 54% Columbus, 46% Ottawa. Money, 69% Columbus, 31% Ottawa here in this one. Ottawa, 2-6 their last 8, but they've beaten Columbus 5 out of the last 7 matchups. But Columbus, 4-2 their last 6 at home, 4-1 their last 5 overall. They're playing better hockey. And when they're at home against Ottawa, Columbus is 8-4. So even though Ottawa's 5-2 the last 7 overall, when they're in Columbus, Columbus 8-4 the last 12 versus the Senators. Senators have played to the over 7 of their last 10. 5 of their last 6 on the road have went over the total as well for Ottawa. When I look at this game, I like the Columbus Blue Jackets here. Have not gotten to the window yet, but strongly considering the Blue Jackets minus 105 as the home dog. Boston Bruins at the Dallas Stars. Now, the Stars are laying 165. 140 on the comeback with the Bruins. 5.5 is our total, and it's all over all the time. 79% of ticket count, 93% of the handle to the over. Now, as far as the sides, 61% of bet Stars, 39% of ticket count going to the Bruins. Now, the handle, flip-flop. 60% Bruins, 40% Stars here in this one. Now, Dallas, Boston has won 6 straight, and they've handled Dallas. They've beaten Dallas 12 of the last 17, and the Bruins are 8-3 the last 11 meetings in Dallas. Dallas, on the other hand, has really struggled. 1-4 their last 5 at home, and they're 2-10 over their last 12 overall. Dallas has also played to the under 5 of their last 6. and 10 of the last 15 against the Bruins have went under the total. Again, that total right now setting at 5.5. Boston comes in 28-19-2. Stars 27-13-9. But again, Stars are not playing good hockey. Now, they have not played yet this year. The last time they actually played was all the way back November 14th of 2024. Stars won both of those meetings, but the Stars have lost 4 of their last 5, as we said, and Stars are on a 3-game slide as to where Boston has won 6 in a row. Listen, I don't want to bet on the Star. I can't lay the price with the Stars when they've lost 3 in a row and Boston has won 6 in a row. I would lean Boston here, but have not gotten to the window. St. Louis Blues at the Winnipeg Jets. 5.5 is our total. 68% of bets, 87% of the handle going to the over. 32% of bets, 13% of the handle to the under. Now the Jets laying at our 25. 62% of bets, 23% of the handle. 38% of bets, 77% of the handle here is on the St. Louis Blues. Now the Blues 2-4 over their last 16, over their last 6, rather, excuse me. And the Blues have lost 6 straight on the road. Now, Winnipeg, no bargain, 4-13 over their last 17. A game of overs is what it's been for the Jets. 9 of their last 10 have went to the over, and they went to the over 6 straight at home, despite having the reigning MVP. But against the Blues, you say, well, what about them in the Blues? Does it switch to the under? Nope. 5 of the last 6 have went over the total as well. Now, we talked about the Blues, 0-6 on the road, and they are also 0-5 their last 5 on the road at Winnipeg. Winnipeg has really dominated the Blues, 14-6 over the last 20 meetings here. Both of these teams' records almost identical. Jets 11-4-1 at home, Blues 7-13-3 on the road. Now they played once this year in St. Louis. St. Louis won that game 1-0. St. Louis, though, coming off a 5-0 loss to Edmonton. Winnipeg coming off back-to-back losses. Look, I either lean Jets here or nothing for me is the way I would go in this game. Jets or nothing. Sabres at the Preds. Preds Massadar 30 plus 110 on the comeback for the Sabres. 6.5 is our total. 32% of bets on the over, but it's equal in 73% of the handle. So some very sharp action on the over here. 68% ticket count, 27% of the handle under. Now, as far as the sides, Predators laying the $1.30. 41% of ticket count, 39% of the handle. Sabres visiting plus 110 dog, 59% of bets, 61% of the handle here on the Buffalo Sabres. Buffalo 15-4 their last 19. Other than the Avalanche, they've been playing the best hockey here of any team. They're 8-2 their last 10 on the road, but Nashville has been tough at home. 10-5 over their last 15 and 5-1 straight up their last 6. Buffalo, as hot as they've been, have struggled against the Predators. Predators have beaten the Sabres 4 of the last 5 times these teams have matched up. They have not played this year yet, but in Nashville, the last 2 have went to the way of the Preds. Listen, Buffalo comes into this huge. Again, they've been playing great, but they've lost their last 2, 5-4 in overtime at home against the Minnesota Wild. Then lost yesterday at Carolina 2-1. Now the Preds, they had 2 days off after their 7-2 loss at Vegas. That stopped a 3-game winning streak. I like the Predators here to get back on track. Nashville Predators minus $1.30. I like them, and I like the Blue Jackets most of all the games on the board so far. Next game, New Jersey Devils at the Edmonton Oilers. Click that like, hit subscribe. Go to breaktheboardsports.com. Promo code NFL50, all caps. Get you half off your first month. If we're not up a minimum 5 units at the end of your first 30 days, you get the following 2 months for free. Every pick, every play, every sport. 6.5 is our total. 37% of bets, 55% of the handle going over. 63% of bets, 45% of the handle here going to the under. Now, Edmonton laying the $1.60. 87% of tickets and money their way, plus 135 on the comeback for the Devils, 13% of tickets and money going their way. Now, let's look at this, kind of get into it a little bit here. When you look at this game, the New Jersey Devils 25-22-2, Edmonton 25-17-8, Devils 50-50 here, 500 on the road, 13-13. 12, 6, and 4 at home are the Edmonton Oilers. Now, the Devils, believe it or not, have won 5 of the last 7 matchups with the Oilers, and they've won 3 straight, including this year in New Jersey back October 18th, a game in which the Devils won 5-3. Now, last night, the Devils crushed me, gave out the Calgary Flames. They were a short home dog. Felt really good about it. Flames got up 1-0. They lose that game 2-1. So New Jersey coming off the win. And then 2 nights ago, again, Edmonton smashed the Blues. In their last 2 games, Edmonton has won back-to-back games coming into this. They've outscored their opponents 11-0. Been absolutely incredible as to what the Edmonton Oilers have been able to do here over the last few games. Listen, I know it's minus $1.60, but it's either the Edmonton Oilers or nothing. I will get to the window on the Oilers. I know the Devils have beat them 5 of the last 7, but I like the Oilers in this one. New York Rangers at the LA Kings to top off the night. Again, click that like, hit subscribe. 5.5 is the total. 66% ticket count, 75% of the handle going over. 34% ticket count, 25% of the handle to the under. Now, as far as the side, $1.90 for the Kings, a high price to pay. 75% of bets, 68% of the handle going to the Kings. 25% of bets, 32% of the handle here is going to the New York Rangers. Now, Rangers 1-6 over their last 7 games, just playing horrible. And when they play the Kings on the road, 1-4. But the Kings are no bargain, guys. They're laying $1.90, yet they are 1-4 their last 5 at home and 1-6 their last 7 overall. So I know the Rangers suck, but the Kings are no bargain. The under between these two teams is cashed 7 of the last 10, and the Kings have played to the under 4 of their last 5, despite the Rangers playing to the over 5 of their last 6. Again, no bargain here. Kings 7-10-7 at home. The bright spot for the Rangers, they've been far better on the road than at home. 16-10-2 are the Rangers. They have yet to play this year, but the Kings have won the last 3 meetings. Rangers, we talked about how pathetic they've been. But again, the Kings come into this on a 4-game losing streak, losing 3 straight games in overtime or shootout. And they just have played awful. Listen, just for the sake of argument, I'm going to put a half unit on the Rangers. Listen, that line is ridiculous. So I'll take plus 165 for a half unit with the New York Rangers. I'll get to the window on that. So we're going to go a half unit at plus money with the Rangers. I'm going to take the Blue Jackets minus 105. I'm going to take the Preds minus $1.30 and the Edmonton Oilers minus 160. Again, I lean Bruins plus 140 there. The Rangers, I got to take the Rangers plus money. I know they stink, but I got to do it. RJ Cash, Break the Board Sports, giving you stats, trends, information to help you with your handicap. Whether you guys fade or follow, I hope you win your bets. BreakTheBoardSports.com, promo code NFL50, all caps. Whether you fade or follow, hope you win your bets. God bless and happy handicapping.